Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and welcome to something a little different than what we normally do. Hi, welcome if you're new here. I'm Spacey. A couple things about me before we get started. I'm obnoxious, I swear a lot, and I do all the voice acting for all the Otome games we play. This one I don't think there's voice acting in, so we don't have to worry about that, so I'll just be reading them all like that. But for normal Otome games that we do play on this channel, I do all the voice acting, and it's terrible, but we have fun here with it. But I'm definitely not family friendly, and I do swear a lot, so just so you're aware, if you're not into that, that's probably not going to have fun here. But for anybody else that's been around for a while, you know that this is a little different than something that we normally do. This is a little surprise bonus for you guys, because I was actually contacted by Studio Chuan, who are the creators of this game, Mirage Noir, and they actually emailed me and asked me if I would be interested in making a video, or videos in this case, of their demo for this game. And I was like, you know what, that's really cool. I've never had anyone contact me and ask me to do stuff like that before. So I felt really special. And I was like, all right. So I checked out the game and, I'm sorry, I got a frog in my throat. So I looked up the game on Steam and everything, and it sounds really freaking cute. And if you can't tell from the little like loading screen that we're on, like the art is amazing. And for me, art is the number one priority. I can't help it. If a game's 12 out of 10, but the art's like a 2 out of 10, but like the art is beautiful. And I was like, hell yeah, it sounds awesome and it looks awesome. So here we are. So I also just want to mention to you, I will be leaving the links for the Steam page below. I will also leave, you can get this on itch.io. And for right now, it's just the demo that's available. And the Kickstarter is also live at the time that this video is posting. I believe it starts October 14th and runs through November 22nd. So when I am actually recording this, it has not started yet, but by the time this gets processed and posted, it will be live. So I will be leaving that link below as well. So you can go check them out, follow them. And if this game seems interesting to you, if you're on board, if you want to, you can go back to Kickstarter and stuff like that. I would also say that if, it's something that seems really interesting to you and you're like, yeah, this is awesome, but you don't have the funds to, say, support on Kickstarter, share the game with your friends, share it on social media, and kind of like help get the word out there, because that is something that you can do if, unfortunately, if money is tight and you can't support them financially to try to get the game funded. But we will see. So I'm going to read you the Steam info. So you're just going to have to stare at this while I bring up Steam in the background. You're not going to see it. Okay, I have to go to the store page. And okay, here we go. So I'm going to read to you about the story and everything like that before we jump into it. So you play as a detective. Okay, the story. Play as a detective, solve cases, and try to catch an elusive serial killer in this mystery visual novel focused on found family, inspired by games like Ace Attorney and Bustafellows. When Uni graduated from college, she believed she had her whole life ahead of her. She's the one that you can see on the screen. Returning to her hometown with a shiny new dream job, it seemed like nothing could stand in her way. However, 2 years later, not much has changed. She hasn't made any new friends, isn't allowed to investigate anything worthwhile, and feels like she's stuck in mud, moving in place. So when an unexpected opportunity arises, she doesn't hesitate to take it. The case is a weird one, but it introduces her to an eccentric team of people she immediately connects with, and she decides that no matter what, she won't regret getting involved, even if it means crossing paths with a serial killer. Okay, so the full game is supposedly coming in 2026, so that's information that you should know. And I did download this from Steam. It's supposed to be the extended demo. It does say, like, on the Steam page still that the mini demo is currently out and the extended demo is released in fall of 2024, but itch.io does have the information saying it's the extended demo. So I'm hoping the Steam page just wasn't updated with that. So hopefully we have the extended demo. If not, it'll be a lot shorter than we were anticipating, because I think the extended demo is supposed to be like 4 to 5 hours, depending on how much you do. So the features, of the main game is basically going to be 200,000 plus words, 4 character routes that you can play in any order. There are 2 truth routes that are unlocked once all 4 character routes are cleared. You can also choose your boyfriend during these and get character-specific scenes. So that, to me, I'm curious about that. Sounds like when you're in the truth route, like obviously everything's kind of set in stone in that truth route, like the way it's going to end up. But you could choose any one of the 4 characters and you'll get little additional scenes. So you could kind of go through each one of those truth routes 4 times to get just different scenes with your love interest. So that's kind of cool. So like, yeah, the end all be all of the truth ending isn't going to change, but you get little bonus scenes. You could like go back and play each one of those multiple times to get added little scenes with whichever boyfriend you pick, or all of them if you're a completionist. So that's kind of cool. There are mini games, including point-and-click investigations and real-time segments. You'll be allowed to skip some of them if they're not enjoyable. I really like that. I like the point-and-click and like how there's a different little mini game kind of element into it. That's kind of cool. But I also like that if there's ones that you're really bad at or you're like struggling through, that you can choose to skip them so that it doesn't kind of ruin your enjoyment of the game. Because like I suck at rhythm games. I mean, I can muddle through games that have them, but like... And now I've gotten more used to them, but in the beginning, if they had an option to skip them, I would have been like, skip hard. You know what I mean? So I like that, like, if you're trying them out and you're like, yeah, I don't like this minigame, or I'm not having fun with it, or I'm not good at it, and I'm not able to get the right answer, you can skip them. So that's pretty neat. Collectible side stories and a changeable MC name. So sorry, Uni, you're gonna be spacey. Unless you can't change her name in the demo, then she stays Uni, and that's fine. So you have 4 characters. We'll meet them. I won't read those. We can read them as we meet them if we want. But you can kind of see them in the background. So these are our little boyfriendos back here. So they look really interesting. So we're just going to start new game. Oh, the drama music. And hopefully you can hear the music. I did leave it up a little bit higher than normal just because, like, it's not... Like, I don't think we're going to have... They asked me to play this, and I don't think they're going to, like, copyright strike me, and, like bigger, like, AAA level games are going to, like, Idea Factory or anything like that are going to if I have the music in the background. She's over there! Don't let her get away! Jeez, they're so persistent. Please just let me go. Guess not. The way back home's blocked, so the office is probably the safest place to hide for the night. The problem is avoiding these guys until I get back. Let's see. I saw a bunch of them in front of me earlier. Also, I love the fact that the mouse cursor is like the little tip of a little quill pen. Like a fancy little ink pen. I love it. Then I ducked into an alley on my left and then took 2 rights after that. So am I supposed to be able to logic my way out of this? Because we're going to fail. Which way should I turn to avoid my pursuers? Oh, why does it... Right? Oh, shit. There she is! I think I died. Crap, I messed up! Maybe that's why it was highlighted. There were 2 different colors, and I was like, wait, what? So the real time is, like, literally, like, think on your feet, and I'm not good enough. Somehow I knew right was wrong when I clicked it. It's fine. They're still far away. I can outrun them. Did I just get a bad end right away? The bullet barely grazes me, but warm pain shoots through my entire arm. I actually got shot. I'm not surprised. You can't put me under pressure like this already, game. I knew, and I was like, right. I'm like, no, she said left and 2 rights. So I was like, right is probably the wrong choice, because that's making a circle, but... I got thrown off by the fact that there were 2 different colors, too, so I'm like, wait a minute. And I saw the ticking down, and it freaked me out, so, like, it's not good for my anxiety. It's gonna give me anxiety. I try to see how bad the wound is, but the sound of pursuing footsteps interrupts me. It starts off pretty intense, so I like that. No, stop thinking about it and keep running. You won't get another chance if they catch you. The backgrounds are really cool. They look good. Phew! Made it back somehow. Good thing I still have the keys to the office since I've been pulling so many all-nighters lately. It always impresses me too. It's like a dark office, but you see the glow from the computer screen, which lights everything. I just like that. Like, it's nothing new in games, but I like it. The place is dead silent, but that's not surprising. After all, the clock says it's 2:30 a.m. Guess I'm not sleeping in my own bed tonight. I think that's the 4th time this week. What a terrible night. They chased me around half the city, and I didn't even get any of the info I needed. What a waste of time. Or maybe not. The fact that there was so much security there means I must be on the right track. I think I'm getting close to the truth. Just one more piece of information, and I'll be able to put this 4-year-long nightmare to rest. Maybe then Theo will... Oh, why is my sleep so wet? Well, girl forgot she got shot. Oh. Oh, gosh, that's a lot of blood. I barely felt that gunshot until now. Adrenaline sure is something else. I don't know where the first aid stuff is, so we'll just leave it for now. Hopefully it'll stop bleeding on its own. I have more important things to worry about right now anyway. Tonight was a failure, and they'll only be more alert from now on. I doubt a repeat performance will get me anywhere. But what else can I do? I'm running out of options now. Maybe I can ask them? Oh, I love this. This is so cute. So, these are all of our boyfriends, and that's us. Like, that photo is adorable. I love it. No, it's been too long. We haven't spoken in years. They probably wouldn't pick up even if I called. Is this, like, in the future and we're gonna, like, flash back to when I met them? Because, like, okay, I'm curious. Besides, I don't want to drag other people into my problems. Because it sounded like from the snobs, like, we come back, our life's boring, and then these is the gaggle that we meet in this interesting case. And now this sounds like it's in the future past that. So, like, okay, all right, I'm intrigued. And the worst case scenario, one of them might be the culprit. Now that would be... Okay, don't do me like that. Don't do me dirty like that game. Don't do me dirty like Seven Scarlet. Having flashbacks like, no, don't make one of my boyfriends a murderer. That didn't happen in Seven Scarlet, but you know, if you know, you know. Like, don't twist like that. Interesting. Okay. Oh, she put the oh. What if I hired someone else then? That'll cost so much money, though. Money I don't have. Feel that. I guess I could take a loan from the bank. That or maybe the loan sharks down the street. Oh, don't do that. I'll probably be in crippling debt for the rest of my life, but if it's to solve this... Huh. What was that noise? Is there someone else here? Yeah, I heard it too, something falling. I was like, okay, it's just background, like, okay. Is it the guys from earlier? If not, maybe... My phone's in my pocket. I try to unlock it quickly, but I immediately notice a more pressing problem. Why did I leave my computer screen on? I'm basically telling them exactly where I am! I need to get away from here. Maybe I can hide under the desk and call for... Something forcefully presses against my mouth and my consciousness starts slipping away. No, I can't die yet. Not until I... What's that on the screen in the background? It's like evil Little Red Riding Hood. Huh? Wait, that's... No, don't! You need private investigator. Oh, cool, we get to, like, change our name. Okay, well, sorry. Look at... I love that it's a little pen! We have to be spacey. Look, if we can't change our name, that's cool. But if we can, we have to be spicy, because that makes everything awkward when... Well, not that it's going to happen in the demo, but, you know, when they tell us, Spacey, I love you. You know how awkward I like to make it for myself. Okay. Click. Oh, no, we just hit enter. Okay. I don't know who's saying it, so we'll just say, Spacey, can you hear me? Who is it? Huh? Ow, 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 ow. My head. Why does it hurt so much? Oh, hello, who's this? Damn, she's fine. Like, she's pretty. And, okay, hi, Tits McGee. Jesus. I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, goddamn, girl. But, like, she's great. Like, her art, she's beautiful. Okay. Hey, you all right? You just hunched over all of a sudden. Scared the crap out of me. My voice is not. I've been playing a lot and reading a lot of games, so my voice is a little messed up right now. So, like, we'll adjust her as we go. Sorry. My head's killing me. You're not hungover, are you? You said you went straight home last night because it was raining, but I should have known you were out partying. You are the alcoholic here, Theo. Oh. Oh no. That's what I was concerned about. We mentioned earlier something about Theo, and then we brought this, and then this woman showed up. I'm like, she's not dead, is she? She's not like a murder victim when we have to find her killer. Don't. Oh, you're gonna kill my friend? Oh. It's part of the job. What, you want me to turn down free booze? This is Fiorella. Fiorella. I hope that's how you pronounce her name. But I call her Theo. We've been friends since we were young. It's kind of funny because, like, I think the main character... Hold on. Let me bring up Steam. I'll read you about Uni/Spacey. 24, detective. A rookie detective who has come to realize that her dream job isn't quite the thrilling adventure she envisioned. Outside of work, she's fairly cheerful and upbeat when around the people she trusts, although she has a tendency to overthink things when left alone. Likes mystery novels, Theo, and puzzles. Dislikes her boss, being left alone for too long. And then it says, my best skill, probably my memory. I can remember basically anything I put my mind to. Oh, and I guess I'm okay at the detective thing, too. I do not have the good memory, so you mean not same girl. But, like, we're friends since we were little. We're both supposed to be 24. She could pass for 24. We look like we're 16. We're the same age. You know what? I'm going to be feeling that when I'm 40, and I'm like, I only look 23, but... We had to just have the adorable saucer eyes. She's super cute, though. We lost contact for a bit when we went to different colleges, but we've reconnected since then. We're like two complete opposites. I don't have many fond memories of the city, but as long as Theo's here, I'll always come back. This bodes not well for poor Theo. Seeing her again's almost worth the astronomical rent I have to pay. Almost. Look at her little sprite face. It's so cute. Oh, you can also, in the options, you can also turn off her sprite if you don't want to see it, if you want to, like, more self-insert type of a thing. So that's kind of interesting, too. I don't mind putting them there, because, like, hi, they spend all the time doing the art and everything, we're going to put her in there. It's not because of drinking. If it's not because of drinking, then are you sick? You really don't look so good. I don't know, I had this daydream? Vision? Not really sure. Did we hallucinate our future? I was working on a case at the agency late at night, and then I think I got kidnapped. They pressed something against my mouth, and then... Ugh. The memory of getting grabbed from behind came rushing back, and I shudder. Theo grabs my hand, and it's only then that I notice they're trembling. It's okay. It's just that overactive imagination of yours. I mean, we talked on the phone last night before you fell asleep, remember? And you're here now safe and sound. No time for you to get kidnapped. Besides, you should have known it was a dream. Mr. Potato Head would never let you touch actual detective work. Hey! Could be a premonition of some far-off future. You never know. Her pouty face is great. Were you old and gray in your vision? I hope not. I hope I'm not still working when I'm that old. I'd be much happier retired somewhere cozy with you, Theo. Her faces are good. I like them. They got a good variety of them so far. I think we've seen like 4 or 5. So, like, they did a good variety in the facial expressions for, you know, the main character. So that's cool. Actually, speaking of Theo, didn't she come up? It was, Suddenly felt a sharp pain splitting my head open, so intense I almost pass out. I quickly take a few deep breaths, trying to steady myself so I don't scare Theo. What the heck? This has never happened before, no matter how scary a nightmare I might have had. What's going on? Maybe it wasn't a nightmare after all. But if not, then what was it? A vision? The drastic piano! Oh my god! Have I actually gained future sight? Nah, that can't be it. Even if it's in the future, why would those dangerous people be chasing after me? Also, there was that photograph. The rest of the dream is a bit hazy, but I remember that part very clearly. I recognize some of the people in it, but that's impossible. A photo like that shouldn't exist. After all, they live in a completely different world from me. We don't know each other personally, let alone enough to take a picture together. I can't help feeling like I'm forgetting something important. Hold on just a second. I want to move my recording software over just a teeny bit so I can see if, like, the sound effects and everything get too loud. Because it seems loud to me, but, like, sometimes what's loud to me is, like, non-existent to you. So, like, you know, my voice is definitely going to be louder than them, but I want to make sure it's not too, like, jarring or it's also not too quiet. So bear with me in the first episode. We'll adjust as we go. I think the music's at a decent pace, to be fair. Ow, ow, ow. The more I try to recall, the stronger my headache seems to be. It's almost like my head's warning me to leave it alone. Are you feeling good enough to get some breakfast? Let's relax a bit at the bakery, okay? I'm still worried about you. I can't send you to work looking like that. I can feel Theo's worry for me and quickly push all thoughts of the nightmare or visions or whatever to the back of my mind. I shouldn't bother her about it anymore. I'll deal with it myself. Sure, some hot tea sounds great. Love you, Theo. I don't know what I'd do without you. Oh, she's blushing and adorable, and Theo's totally gonna frickin' die, isn't she? Oh, this poor bitch is so dead. I should get Carrie out while I'm there. Knowing Mr. Potato Head, he'll ask me to run errands as soon as I get to the office, so I might as well get a head start. Let's see, if I remember correctly, he usually likes lattes on Wednesdays, and then 4 blueberry muffins, 6 croissants, 3 sesame bagels, and 1 glazed donut for the rest of the office. Oh, I was like, he's gonna eat all of that? No wonder you call him Mr. Potato Head. Oh, sorry. Oh, this is Jem. No, it's my fault. Are you okay? I bump into a guy with pink hair, though that's not the only thing that stands out. He's adorable. Whoa, he looks like a model. He could give Theo a run for her money. Yeah, I'm fine. I like your outfit, by the way. Thanks. Hey, isn't this guy... Spacey, if you don't hurry up, I'm putting everything on your tab. No! I won't have enough money to pay this month's rent if you do that. Sorry for bumping into you. Bye. Wait. I never had someone run away from me before. Did she not recognize me? Whoops. I don't have much time left before the stream. I need to finish buying the materials first. Huh. Looks like there's a press conference going on at the palace right now. Wonder what that's about. So let's read you. This is Jem, 28, streamer. You wouldn't know he was 28 from his adorable little face. A popular streamer known for his cosplays. With a little bit of makeup, he can transform himself into almost anybody. He maintains his cheerful persona off camera and values the happiness of his friends more than anything else in the world. Likes streaming and cute things. Dislikes being useless. I make costumes for others to use. Sometimes I stream the creation process and people seem to like watching. I'm just glad I can make others happy. It's very tiny. I suppose can I make this bigger? No, it's very tiny, like the little quotes. So I'm trying to see without leaning too far forward and choking myself because I'm lounging on my couch. So, but I'm assuming that's what he meant. Unless we knew each other once before, maybe we grew up. But we're 24, he's 28, so we could have known each other in school. Could have gone to the same school or something like that. But I'm assuming he's she didn't recognize me, because he's a popular streamer. But we might not know him, I'm a super popular Otome game player, guys, and not everybody. I'm just kidding. That's funny. I'm really not. I'm going. Ooh, background's nice. Intimidating, man. I don't know if he's one of our love interests because we only see his shadow, so what a load of bullshit. Ooh, they swore in the game. Good for you. It's just funny. Anyone with a brain cell can tell that he barely keeps any of his promises. Oh, playful man. This is Alexei? Is it Alex? Yeah, Alexei? Alexei? Is that how you say it? Anyway, what kind of voice does he have? I don't know. Jem gives me easy, the spunky boy voice. But, he kind of gives me almost he'd have the bro dude kind of voice, but, not super bro dude, but, maybe kind of, maybe that'll work. We'll try it. We'll try some things. We'll kind of see if it fits, and if it doesn't work, somebody's got to have the fun accent. We have to do it. There's only 4 guys, so somebody's got an accent. I was thinking Sammy when we see him later. Because he seems like he could have soft boy voice, but then I was like, you know what? Fun accent. Because you can't give it to the other guy who's probably French. He's got a French name, so we can't give it to him because that'd be really funny. Actually, be funny. He's got an accent. It's the wrong one, but well, everyone knows the royal family's influence has been waning recently. And they need to do something to stay relevant. Yeah, that kind of works. It's kind of chill. It's my impy voice, but like not quite as impy. Waste of time and money. Anyone who still has hope for this country is a fool. Disease running rampant, a useless figurehead, new serial killers popping up every week, and crime at an all-time high. So much for being the world's golden standard. We're responsible for that last one, boss. Ah, speak of the devil. Ooh, look at that. There's, Thierry. Thierry? I think that's how you say his name. Overworked man. Okay, they work together. I like this sprite. I like his face. Like in this one, it's good. Okay, so let's read you about them. So Alexei is obviously the guy on the... I don't know if you can see my mouse when I'm on Steam, but this guy over here, if you can, the guy on the right. Anyway, the younger brother of a gang boss. He's 27, by the way, and a gangster. He takes care of most of the grunt work and is notorious around town for his strength. Outside of his job, he's easygoing, mischievous, and always down for a good time. Likes cleanliness, a cold beer after a long day. Dislikes people who don't listen. Something I'm good at? Cleaning. Yeah, the regular kind. What's that look for? Wielding a mop is basically the same as using a weapon, yeah? And then Thierry over here is 27. Oh, he's a prince. Okay. Do we live in France or something? Like, Thierry is a French name, but like, where do we live? Where do we live that we got princes? I'm curious about that. Okay. What country do we live in? Anyway, a modern-day prince from a long lineage, although his title now holds little power. He's seen by the public as pleasant and diplomatic, although people close to him often describe his true personality as snarky, cynical, and a little bit bossy. Oh, good sassy bitch. Okay. Likes sleeping in and expensive things, dislikes meetings that could have been done over email. Don't we fucking all, sir? Everyone who's ever worked in corporate America. And we'll figure out a voice for him, but he says, I'm good at public speaking, raising foxes, signing bills. One of those isn't like the other. I'm not quite sure what you mean, detective. I think it's the raising foxes. Well, he could have the diplomat. Oh, you could have the, yes, okay, we have to have the, okay, I got it, okay. I'm assuming he's overworked, man. I'm assuming. Okay, anyway. Oh, it's Sasha and... It's... Alexei? It's not Alexa. It's Alexei? It's Alexei. Alexei? I think that's what it is. Guys, it's gonna take me a while to frickin' get it through my brain, okay? And Alexei Diorla. Pardon me, I thought you'd left already. Your Royal Highness, that was quite the interesting press conference. It could have gone better. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy days to tune in, though. Wouldn't have missed that clown show for the world. Well, thank you. You were on your way out, correct? Please don't let me keep you. You better watch yourself, yeah? You're getting a bit too comfortable. We're letting a lot of these regulars go as a sign of goodwill, but don't think we don't notice you overstepping your bounds. I'll keep that in mind. I love the look on his face. Those Diorlas are quite a handful, aren't they? Oh, someone else is saying that. Okay, someone else said that. And Dr. Killian, forgive me, I didn't see you there. That's all right, Prince Thierry. You've had a long day. I suppose I have. I'm sorry to bother you at this time, but could I borrow you for a bit longer? Is it urgent? I have another meeting later, so I was hoping to get some rest before that. I'm afraid it is. I need to review some of the budget cuts with you before the next council meeting. The proposal was wonderfully drafted, of course, but Medwise would like to make some minor adjustments to it, particularly how the resources are allocated. You understand our concerns, don't you? Very well. Lead the way. I'm sorry, my throat. I don't know who's saying this. It's not looking good for our hero here. Oh, is that maybe Sammy? I think it's Sammy. Oh, I think it is. You know what? Sammy needs the accent. I suppose that's my cue to save the day. Now then, how shall I interrupt the meeting today? Got it. He's gonna hate it, which means it's perfect. Their little title scene. That's cute.
Newbie, are you done with those papers yet? There's another pile here for you to go through.
Like how they drew him like he looks like he could be called Mr. Potato Head. On it, sir. I also kind of like at least if they're not going to, like, you know, some games won't have sprites for, like, minor side characters, you know, and I don't know if it's something that, like, they're gonna create them, they just don't have them in the game yet, or if it's one of those, like, we don't want to waste, you know, our art budget creating, you know, things for these side characters that aren't important, but they created the shadows for them, and I like that at least, you know what I mean? So I'm not begrudging that, say, Mr. Potato Head doesn't have, like, an actual full-on sprite or anything, because we've seen so many games where there'll be side characters where she'll just be talking and it's just the background and there's nobody there, no nothing. So, like, and like a lot of, like, big studios do that. That's like a thing that happens in a lot of games. So I like the detail that at least there's just a shadowy outline. You know what I mean? So that you also get kind of used to the name when it comes up with the shadowy outline, and it's like you make this association, at least for me, with voices. I mean, it takes me a while to get into them in the game to remember whose voice is what, especially if it's a character that comes up later that I'm like, oh, we haven't seen them in, like, whatever. Or side characters, I'm like, they're not that important if they don't have the same voice. But it's going to be a little bit easier to make the association when we see Mr. Potato Head and this to kind of go, oh, the voice I gave the shadow figure before, than just the name. You know what I mean? I'm linking a voice to a name to a shadow. And I don't know, I kind of like that. Now, and maybe they're gonna, like, maybe these are characters that are eventually, like, depending on stretch goals or whatever on the Kickstarter, will eventually get sprites if possible. But even if they don't, I really do like the fact that there's at least something here instead of just a text box like a lot of games do. And I mean games like Idea Factory and Automate, they do this with their games. They'll be like, okay, Mr. Potato Head, we're not going to bother doing a sprite for him, so it's just her talking to a screen, and it's just an empty background. I like this a lot better. Like, this is very, I think, well thought out, like, a lot of detail in the, you know, we don't have sprites for these characters, but let's just do, like, an outline type of a thing on what they would look like, so that there's almost sort of someone there that you're talking to, instead of just dead air. I don't know. You know what I mean? And again, maybe they're going to have sprites, but even if they don't, I like this. Good job to me on that. So, on it, sir. I've been here for 2 years already. How much longer is he going to call me a newbie? Just grin and bear with it, Spacey. You can't get fired now. Who else is going to pay for Theo's caffeine addiction?
Don't give me that attitude. This is your punishment for getting my coffee order wrong this morning. It was very explicit about what I wanted.
I'm really sorry, sir. No, I got you what you asked for, and then you changed your mind. Your memory may be fading, but mine still works really well, thank you very much.
If you finish early, let me know. I have more papers you can go through.
Of course, sir. I'll let you know if I do. As if I'm gonna do your work for you while you play poker on your phone. I'm gonna win the award for World's Slowest Worker today. Just watch me. What you doing, buddy? Come here. Okay, bye. For anyone who's new here, I have a bird. And I'm sitting downstairs on my couch instead of up in my gaming loft like I normally do, because I'm playing this on my computer. So he was just, like, sitting here on the edge of my couch, like, underneath my walking desk. Like, I'm sitting on my couch, but, like, I have a walking desk for my little walking pad treadmill. And he was just, like, sitting in a weird spot. He's probably mad because I'm sitting on the side of the couch where all of his stuffed animals are, that on the back, that he likes to snuggle with, and he's, like, probably like, you're gonna squish me. I'm not gonna squish you. We sit over here a lot, you know. I don't know. Anyway. So much for the beginning of the rest of my life. College advertised it as something great, so I worked hard for it. But is this really it? Yeah, word. Ain't that real. It's just paperwork, day after day. Where are the exciting cases I was told about? The robberies, the murders, the crime scenes?
Hello, Douglas Detective Agency. What? Murdered?
Did I just manifest a dead body? I strain my ears to listen, but I can't hear anything other than frantic gibberish from the other end of the line.
Yes, of course. We'll head to the scene right away. George, with me.
George isn't here right now. He's been on smoke break for an hour.
What? Good riddance. Then Vanessa, you come with me.
She's not here either. She looks so happy about this. I don't think she even came in today.
Is there seriously no one else besides you here?
Nobody does their damn fucking job except for me, you bastard. It looks that way, sir. Look at her happy face. It's so cute.
Shh. Better than nothing, I suppose. You better not slow me down, newbie.
I'll do my best not to, sir. Are they actually going to put me on a murder case for once? Well, I guess I'll be nothing more than a sidekick to this guy, but still. I never thought I'd graduate from the days of doing lost and found jobs. Okay, Spacey, let's do our best. If we do a good job, maybe they'll promote us from coffee girl to fax machine girl. Dream big! Uh-oh.
Now what? Hello, Douglas Detective Agency. Yes, we'll send someone there right away.
Crap. Maybe he won't notice me if I sneak away now.
Newbie, there's been some trouble over in the plaza. Go resolve it.
But the murder case...
I can handle the crime scene investigation by myself. Head to the plaza. Told them you'd be there in 5 minutes.
It's at least 10 minutes away, even if I run! There's no way this guy doesn't secretly hate me! Can I investigate the crime scene instead? Yes, sir. I think we should ask if we can investigate the crime scene instead, because what's the worst case? He's not going to fire us. Maybe he will. He seems momentarily stunned. I've never talked back to him, after all. Hiking up her tits! Talking back to the man! I'll rearrange your face, Mr. Potato Head. That's what you do with a Mr. Potato Head, so it's not really a threat. You know. Please, sir, I'm a fast learner, and I promise I'll follow all your directions.
No.
He shuts me down with just one word, and I deflate. I know when to stop pushing it. I understand. I'll be at the plaza right away. Hey, it was worth a shot to ask. I drag myself to the plaza, spirits thoroughly dashed. Just when I thought I could finally do something worthwhile, I get relegated to side tasks again. The person who made that call better have a good reason. Oh well, it's my fault for getting my hopes up. Now then, what am I tasked with doing today? There are people whispering around me, so I shuffle closer and shamelessly eavesdrop. Are you serious? Is no one going to stop him? Don't look at him, you might catch his attention. Ew, what a weirdo.
They don't teach decency these days, obviously.
Huh. Does sound like something's actually going on. I thought it'd be another case of people arguing with restaurant workers or something. I follow the trail of whispers and find the topic of the commotion. There's a guy stumbling around the square yelling obscenities at everyone and everything that passes his way. A drunk this early in the morning? Hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. If I wanted to deal with people like these, I would have signed up to be a cop. Why are detectives getting assigned to these cases again? I guess I should do something about it. Still need to pay this month's rent. Excuse me, mister. He spins around, eyes scary and feral. He looks like he's got spikes on his shoulder pads and like a huge mohawk. They keep darting back and forth as if scanning for threats, and his entire body is tense. Weird. Never seen anyone act like this while they're drunk. You're causing a scene. Can we move this somewhere else? He seems like maybe he's been drugged.
I don't know who you are. They sent you, didn't they?
I'm sorry?
I won't let you take me. I refuse to die here.
He unexpectedly lurches forward, and I let out an undignified squeak as I barely managed to avoid his errant fist. Holy crap, this guy's a psycho! Sir, please calm down! His hand shoots out and grabs my wrist, squeezing hard. I let out a yelp, trying to tug my hand out of his grip, but he doesn't let go. Help! I glance around, but even though the commotion has gathered quite the crowd, no one comes to my aid.
It's kill or be killed.
What? I'm not here to kill you. Please let go.
That's what they all say. I won't get tricked again. You just want to take me back to that room again, don't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. Let go. I yank my arm back, but he releases his hold as soon as I do, so I end up stumbling on air and tripping over my own feet before falling to the ground. Ow. I don't have time to rest as he starts moving toward me again. I quickly scramble backwards, but he moves faster, hand reaching for my arm. No, Theo, help me!
I refuse to go through that treatment again! I'd rather...
Well, someone just kicked him in the head. I don't know who's saying it, but
she's not interested, dude. Take a hint.
Think it's Alexei? The body suddenly slumps over a little bit away from me, and I quickly move away. Thank you so much! Yep. I figure his tattoo's hot. Like, it's pretty. Like, the roses up his arm, like... I mean, you know. You okay there, girlie? Isn't that Alexei Diorla? What's he doing here? He's flexing his left hand, and I notice that his knuckles are red and slightly bruised. Yes, thanks to you. You saved me. I've seen this guy from far away before, but I can't believe he's actually talking to me. He's not exactly famous for good reasons, but it still feels like I'm meeting a celebrity. No worries. I hate pushy guys like him who can't take no for an answer. Here, let me help you up. He offers his left hand, and I reach toward it before I realize it's the wrong one. He notices as I'm trying awkwardly to turn my hand to fit his, and thankfully retracts his hand and offers me his right one instead. My bad. It's a habit. You're a lefty? Not really the most pressing question to ask at the moment, but it's out of my mouth before I can stop myself. Yeah, handshakes are a pain, as you can imagine. Though being ambidextrous might be good for my job, but nope. Couldn't do it. My right hand's as useless as they come. Oh, thought being ambidextrous might be good for my job. Yeah, I feel that way sometimes. I'm a righty, but like my left hand is capable of doing certain things that my right hand is totally incapable of doing. Like I absolutely cannot like put my contacts in right-handed. You think that your dominant hand would be the one that you'd want to stick your finger in your eye with, but nope. Can't do it. I pop them out right-handed, I pop them in left-handed. Like, I don't know, there's just certain things that if I try to do right-handed, it's like, it'd be like you're trying to do it with your non-dominant hand. I also can't snap right-handed, but I can snap like a motherfucker left-handed. I don't... Listen, look at... This is me snapping right-handed. Can you... Does it sound... Doesn't sound like I'm snapping. It really doesn't. But left-handed? Like, snap like... Magical snapping. Amazing snapping. Cannot do it. It's like my right hand is stupid. Like... But my right hand is like 95%. But like, I can do other things left-handed I can't do right-handed. It's really freaking bizarre. I wouldn't say I'm ambidextrous because it's not like I can write left-handed, but like, certain tasks, relegated lefty. I don't know. It's really weird. Really weird. It's fun facts. Fun facts about Spacey. There you go. Up you go. He helps me to my feet before stepping back, hands in his pockets. You new cop. I haven't seen you around before. No, I'm actually a detective. Yeah? Why are they sending a detective to do this? And don't you guys have more important things to do, like investigating dead bodies and other fun things like that? I wish. It's usually just lost pets or cheating husbands, and I don't even get those jobs. Sounds boring. No offense. None taken. I can't believe I'm having a normal conversation with this guy. His little face is so funny right now. I've heard so many stories about how he rips off people's arms and kicks dogs in broad daylight, but I guess they're not all true. I hope he doesn't actually kick dogs. Ripping off people's arms is one thing, but hurting animals is another. We don't stand that. I'm sure those are lies. Anyway, time to take this guy to Medwise. Oh, and let's leave out the fact that I hit him and just say he got a concussion from falling down, yeah? I'm a little confused at what he's talking about, but then I remember the man lying face down on the ground between us. There's already a blossoming red wound on the left side of his head where he was hit. Oh, no, I couldn't make you do that. You've helped me enough already. I'll take him there myself. I'm assuming Medwise is like the hospital. It's no biggie. I was about to head there myself. He cuts off, eyes suddenly hardening. I glance over to where he's staring at, but I don't see anything weird. Sorry, girlie, I'll have to retract my offer. I'll make it up to you sometime. Oh, okay. I'm not really sure what's going on, but I nod anyway. Although he seems friendly enough, he is a notorious gangster. Maybe it's a good thing we're not going together. As expected, he doesn't seem to know who I am. I wish there was a way I could ask him about that photograph without sounding crazy. I poke at the guy on the ground to make sure he won't wake up and continue his weird tirade from earlier, but he's still completely out cold and doesn't even twitch. Unsurprisingly, Alexei Diorla is pretty good at knocking people out. Alexei? Am I saying Alexei? Well, Alexei? Alexei. Sorry. Listen. It is what it is. Butchering the poor man's name. I sling the guy's arm over my shoulder. I have plenty of experience dragging a drunk Theo home, but this guy is significantly heavier, so I stumble a bit under his weight. As I drag him away, I take one more glance behind me, Alexei. Alexa. It's not, it's Alexei. You say like an A, not like an sound, but A. Alexei. Yeah. Alexei Diorla is talking to a woman I've never seen before, and the two of them appear to be arguing. Ex-girlfriend? Law enforcement? Oh well, none of my business. Actually, this guy's also not my business. How did I get stuck delivering him to the hospital again? I love the dramatic piano music. I feel like that sounds so fucking loud, so I don't know how it's the sound effect. I might have to turn the sound effects down a little bit. Whoa. MedWise is our country's most prestigious hospital and research facility, and it goes without saying that I've never set foot in here before. I brought him here because Alexei Diorla said to, but was it really a good idea? Maybe I should have dragged him to my own doctor's office. Oh, but that's so far away. I can feel my bones creaking already. Thankfully, there doesn't seem to be a line, but the receptionist doesn't look up at all, even when I stand in front of her for several minutes. Excuse me. I found this guy collapsed outside. Can he get checked out? Do you have an appointment? Oh, so she does know I'm here and is just ignoring me. No, like I just said, I found him collapsed outside. We don't have any openings for the next month. Please make an appointment next time. Sorry, my bad. Is there any way you can see a doctor even without one? It might be an emergency. Do you have an appointment? I want to tear my hair out. Well, he'll probably be fine, right? I don't think Alexei Diorla hit him that hard. Maybe I can just dump him in the corner and leave. I've done enough good Samaritan deeds for the day. Besides, this guy should just be thankful I didn't drop him in some trash can after what he did to me. I'm in the process of accidentally leaving him on the floor when I hear someone clearing their throat behind me. Okay, so this... I'm trying to judge based on the hair, and I'm like, okay, it could be like a lady doctor? Or it's a man with glorious hair. I'm not sure. Oh my, are you a patient? She looks like a doctor here. Maybe she'll be nicer than the receptionist. Oh hi, sorry, I found this guy collapsed in the plaza. I know there are no appointments left, but is there any chance he could get looked at? And that's very nice of you to do for a stranger. Is he inebriated? We have some resting rooms where you can put him until he wakes up. I'm not sure. At first I thought he was, but he was being strangely aggressive. And maybe he's just a violent drunk. The doctor frowns a bit and then reaches forward and examines his eyes. Whatever she sees seems to be bad, because the creases on her forehead get even deeper. Oh dear, another virus patient. That is so loud. I almost fling the guy off me. I must look completely panicked because the doctor reassures me quickly. Don't worry, it's not contagious like that. You'll be fine. Despite the reassurance, I hurriedly set him down in one of the chairs and scoot as far away from him as possible. What kind of virus is it? How should I describe it? To put it simply, it amplifies your negative emotions and paranoia. It can even cause hallucinations. It's really quite sad. I guess that's why he was so aggressive earlier. But I didn't even know there was a disease like this. It sounds so horrifying. I mean, he just attacked a random stranger. I don't even know what would have happened to me if Alexei Diorla hadn't saved me. Alexei? Is that I think? I'm trying really hard to, say his name right and not fuck it up each time, guys. Eventually it'll get stuck in my head the right way, but if I say it the wrong way too many times... Why isn't anyone talking about this? It sounds like a big deal. The doctor must notice the look on my face because she gives me a comforting pat on the arm. Don't you worry, sweetheart. Here at MedWise, we're working hard to develop a cure as soon as possible. I can't divulge too much, but we're nearing a breakthrough. That's good. I hope the cure gets completed soon. As do I, of course. Oh, right. You mentioned that he'd been acting aggressively when you found him. Did he harm anyone? No. That's a relief. I'm glad no one got hurt. Anyway, I've taken enough of your time. I'll take this guy back to the examination room, so you're free to go. Thank you for bringing him over. She slings the man onto her back and carries him with ease, despite her slight frame. Maybe she's had a lot of experience doing these things. Oh, don't worry about the payment. It's covered. Be careful on your way home. Also, I'm not going to pay for this man. That's good to hear since I don't actually have the money to pay for a stranger's hospital bills, especially at a place as prestigious as this. But I'm still surprised by her words.
Why are my medical bills covered then? You ain't being researched on, is what I'm guessing.
And so here I am, back here again. I wander around aimlessly, trying to figure out what to do next. Mr. Potato Head's probably not back at the office yet, so maybe I should go do something while I have an excuse to be out. Well, what can I do? Theo's at work, and it's not like I know anyone else I can hang out with. I'm usually fine alone, but it's times like these that make me realize I really only have one friend. And she might be dead right now for all we know. I'm very concerned about her. Well, who cares? Theo's amazing, and it leaves me with a lot of time for myself, too. Now then, what super fun and exciting individual activity should I do? Just as I'm debating between going to the lake to skip stones or staring at a wall in a cafe, I spot some commotion out of the corner of my eye. There's a lot of police officers in the alley between Celestial and Cosmolux Hotel. Between Celestial and the Cosmolux Hotel. I wonder what happened. Wait, isn't that the crime scene that Mr. Potato Head got called in for? Should I check it out? I take a coin out of my pocket. Heads will check it out. Tails will go back to the office. I flip the coin. Lands on tails. Oh well, I don't believe in things like luck or fate anyway. I was wondering why they didn't give you the a choice. Like, I was like, I wonder if they're going to give you, like, a choice. Should I go back or, like, investigate? And I was like, we're absolutely going to fucking go over, right? And then I was surprised. I'm like, oh, so instead of, like, putting a choice there, they're going to have you flip the coin. But I kind of like that because it's like, tails, go back to the office. Fuck that shit. And then she just goes anyway. I'm not going to lie, I kind of like that. Like, it's kind of funny. So I absolutely understand why there's no choice there. It'd actually be funny. Like, I could also see if you put a choice there, like, go back, like, go investigate or go back to the office, and you choose go back to the office, and she's like, I should go back to the office. And then goes, nah, and then just ignores your choice. But I feel like that might piss people off. So I like the coin flip where you're like, huh. And where she's just like, screw it. I'm not listening to this damn coin. I don't know why that makes me laugh so much. There are a ton of police officers gathered near the middle of the alleyway, but not many near the front, so I slip in easily. I spot Mr. Potato Head standing among the investigators, so I make sure to slowly inch outside of his line of sight so I can eavesdrop.
This him? Yes, forensics confirmed it with a DNA test earlier. Huh. Guess even gangsters bleed red.
Gangsters? Could it be Alexei Diorla? No, the timing doesn't match up. Then, is it his brother? There's a group of investigators surrounding the body. I slide closer and stand on my tiptoes to peer over them. Hey, look, it's like a CG of a dead body. I'm gonna guess it's his brother because it's got, like, the blonde hair and he's got the same tattoo but on the opposite arm. Like... No amount of mystery novels or detective shows could prepare me for the sight of an actual dead body. My breakfast with Theo threatens to come up, and I forcibly push it back down. Come on, don't get sick. They'll throw you out of here for sure if you vomit. Well, at least it's not our sister. At least it's not our bestie. I take a couple minutes to compose myself before glancing back over at the corpse. There's not even that much blood, and it's not that gruesome either. But the context that this is an actual dead body makes me feel a little queasy. So see? You absolutely, when she's thinking, like, it could be because, like, Alexei could absolutely have killed his brother, right? Thierry could have killed him or had him killed because, like, Prince, I'm not dealing with these gangsters. And Sammy, I think, was the shadow. It was like, what am I going to do to fix this shit, right? And could it, you know what I mean? So right then and there, they all have a motive for some reason. I don't know what they are. You know, we have no idea what. But, like, you could easily be like, well, okay. You know what I mean? So, okay. I really don't know how Jem is involved. Why Jem would have killed it unless, you know, he borrowed money from them or something. But, you know, so far he seems to be, like, the only one that I'd be like, doesn't have a motive. I don't really know what the motives for any of the other ones are. But they at least kind of, like, left it where, like, you know, okay, we got the brother. You got the prince that's like, okay, and you could manufacture a motive in your head for those. And then if that shadow, I think it was Sammy, like, you know, saying all that before, And you're like, okay, well then Sammy could have done it because whatever. You know what I mean? So you're like, okay. Could be any one of those three. And then obviously they'd give you a backstory and tie-in and like the reasoning behind it and everything like that. But okay. So you're setting it up to be possible. Still don't know how Gem's possible, but that's okay. Hopefully it's none of them because, you know, or they're all involved. I don't know. Anyway. Wait a second. This guy looks a little familiar. I've definitely seen him somewhere before. He's one of the Diorlas, right? I'm not too familiar with them, but I do know the basics. They're this country's biggest gang. Some say the top dog Sasha Diorla has enough power to rival even the royal family in Medwise. See why the royal family would want to take him out. There you go. The guy I met earlier, Alexei Diorla, is his younger brother. He's pretty high up there in the gang. And if I remember correctly, this guy's also in that inner circle. When Mr. Potato had mentioned a gangster earlier, I thought he meant some random grunt, not one of their powerhouses. How did someone like him get murdered in an alley like this? Was it turf war, infighting, or something else? Oh. He says Misha. So there's 3 brothers?
Misha Diorla, right? Think this is just some drunken brawl? Guy was always arrogant. Wouldn't be surprised if he pissed off some dangerous people. Seemed to be asking for it, in my opinion. Good riddance. World's better without him.
What a condescending attitude. He really has 0 compassion. So we met Sasha. And Alexei. So then there's Misha. And Misha's the dead one. Okay, so there's 3 brothers? Okay. Or he got his name wrong. He continues to yap about every little annoying thing Misha Diorla has done in his life, and I decide I'm not going to waste my one chance listening to him. Time to investigate while he's distracted. Well, as much as I can from here, anyway. It might not amount to much, but at this point I'm desperate enough to try everything. If we get to point... Pretend it's not a real body, Spacey. You can do it. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, that's right.
Sounds like there are 2 policemen conversing about the body nearby, and I try to listen in.
He was hit cleanly from behind. No other signs of struggle.
There's a big gash on the back of the right side of his head. The blood looks to be dried already.
Any substances in his system? Nope, all clean.
Wait. Doesn't he usually wear a ring on his hand? I vaguely remember seeing it before. Yeah, and there's a shadow. Ooh. Tan line. Oh, it's not there right now. But you can see an indentation on his finger. Okay, it's an indentation on a tan line, but still. They wouldn't kill him just to steal the ring, right? I don't know much about jewelry, but I don't think it was that expensive. But it could have significance. Gang significance.
Why are we still here again? They've already arrested the culprit. They did? Yeah, Sasha Diorla and his bodyguard both have alibis at the time of the murder. The only one unaccounted for within his inner circle is his younger brother. There's already an arrest warrant out for him.
Wait, are they talking about Alexei Diorla? That can't be right. Yeah.
Already? Since when do they work so fast? Yeah, it's weird. I heard someone from the royal family wanted this case closed as soon as possible.
That sounds fucking suspicious!
The royal family? I knew Sasha Diorla was gaining a lot of power, but I didn't realize it was enough to catch the crown prince's attention. The prince is always so indecisive and hesitant, but I guess even he's putting his foot down on this case before it gets out of control. Well, you know how much he and Alexei Diorla hate each other. They're always butting heads in public. Not surprised His Highness jumped on the chance to get rid of him once and for all.
And yet in that photo we were all friends. This is interesting.
Thanks to that, though, it looks like this might be solved soon.
Before I can hear anything else, someone grabs my arm roughly and pulls me aside.
What are you doing here? Thought I told you to handle the other case.
I finished it already, sir. I was passing by here on my way back to the office and thought I could help with this investigation.
Help? With the investigation? Don't make me laugh. We're leaving.
But they arrested the wrong guy. Shouldn't we tell them?
The wrong guy?
Yeah, if you look at the body, you'll see that...
Listen, newbie. I've been doing this gig since long before you were born. And the field evidence doesn't matter. The sooner you get that through your head, the better.
Huh? But you're a detective.
Yeah, we're detectives. We're not heroes. We say what our clients want to hear, and that becomes the truth. In this case, the royal family's already arrested a suspect, so there's no need for evidence. They're just gangsters anyway. Honestly, I'd say they did us all a favor by taking themselves out. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now let's go back to the office.
Excuse me, sir. Oh, okay, this is a cop. I didn't know who was saying it, so.
What? Do you mind taking this to the station? Seems the inspector wants to see the report. Isn't this your job? Yeah, but he specifically asked for you. Fine. Oh, fine. These people think they can just order me around.
So he says, but from the way he's puffing out his chest, he's obviously very proud he was asked for specifically.
Newbie, we're dropping by the police station before we go back.
Me too?
Music right now. It's so funny. I love it. It's like the cops are all proud of themselves.
Like they're having a parade.
It seems a little loud right now. It might be fine. It seems loud to me because I got my volume up pretty high,
But anyway, this is the perfect timing, so I'm going to stop here. This is our first part. We're going to continue. We're going to play the whole demo. So it might be, like I said, they said it's about 4 to 5 hours, depending on what you do, and depending on how much I interject with my thoughts and things like that. So we will be playing this over the next couple days, so look forward to the next part tomorrow. So I will see you next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.